I promised you question levels and what you can expect, and here we are at the question level. To question well is to teach well. There are multiple approaches to asking questions and classifying questions in the education literature. Now, questions can be a high or low order, and they can be convergent or divergent in their design. What does that mean? Well, a low order question is one that requires the student simply to recall a single fact, such as the shape of a structure or color. A convergent low order question is where you have limited options to answer, such as a question on the type of angles used in geometry. Divergent questions will be open-ended, and there's multiple ways to answer, so they are a much higher level question. A high order question asks the students to recall facts, but also to show they've comprehended the topic, situation, or solution to a stated problem. So the examiner can see that the student understands the relationship between a fact or a piece of knowledge within the greater context of the situation. High order questions are normally tested in essays and longer answers with terms such as explain, extrapolate, or further analyze. Question levels have to be done to a particular taxonomy, and the one that we use often is Bloom's taxonomy. Now, Bloom's taxonomy is quite simple. Your knowledge questions are level 1 questions. Your comprehension questions are level 2 questions. Your application questions are level 3. Your higher order skills are level 4, and that's these 3 here. That's evaluation, synthesis, and analysis. And they are all level 4s. And those are questions that we normally ask at a postgrad level, where we want you to analyze things. Application is normally at a university level or a college level, whereas knowledge and comprehension is normally done at your schooling levels. What have we learned in this module? Well, we've learned these multiple approaches to classifying questions, and I personally know of about 31 different models. I think classification is symptomatic of the educationist. We just love putting things into boxes, which can be good for you or bad for you. I'm not quite sure. But we do know that Bloom's taxonomy is going to be one of the most common used taxonomies. So if you ask your lecturer or your teacher or whoever is leading your class what kind of questions you're going to be asked, and he says a higher level, you can ask them if they're using Bloom's taxonomy. And if they are, you will know exactly what kind of questions to prepare for. If they are going to use the Christenberry and Kelly's model, then you also know what kind of questions to prepare for. And we've included this because 5% of the exams will use this model. And that is where the overlaps come in with your personal reality, your external reality, and the matter itself. So those are going to be overlaps, and that's where you're going to get your questions.